Hello everybody and welcome to my course risk reduction plan for the Saylorville Dam. Thank you very much for coming. If you please remain quiet and have a seat, I would appreciate that very much. So right now I'll just introduce myself. My name is Matthew Prado. I am a 12-year veteran of the United States Army and now a 6-year firefighter. I've been in this community now for the last 3 years and have been serving with the Des Moines Fire Department and volunteering at the Saylorville Township Fire Department. It is very nice to see you all here, and I'm glad to see you've come to see what I have to say about the Saylorville Dam. I have been developing this, of course, community risk reduction plan over the last several weeks, and find that it's something that we could use and may need in the future as the economics and the socioeconomics of the world are becoming a little more tragic as we see what's going on with everyone outside of America and now into America. And with that will take me into my introduction as to why the Saylorville Dam has been my focus for the last several weeks. Built just north of the capital of Iowa, Des Moines, sits a 6,750-foot long dam. This dam is the last line of defense against a flood that would see central and southeastern Iowa devastated by 21 billion gallons of water. This dam is part of the efforts to control floodwaters from destroying agricultural and economic capacities of the people of the surrounding areas. With the dam being a major source of recreation for the residents of Iowa, it contributes to the morale, welfare, and recreation of the residents. This leaves the dam unsecured and easily traveled, with no measures of security in place. It is through a risk mitigation plan that I will show you a need for security on our favorite summertime area of recreation. The risk topic I have here, of course, is the Saylorville Dam. The biggest concern that I see here is the security of that dam. With the dam secured, or not secured in this point, it leaves the operations of the dam free and open. There is nothing limiting the amount of people from moving about on, around, or near the dam, either over the roadway on top of the dam, the recreation area below, or from lakeside and access as well. The ability for personnel to approach the dam unhindered by any way they deem necessary. Given the nature of the world today, people are looking at areas to have targets, or soft targets as I like to say. This is an easily accessible underbelly to the central part of America's heartland, Iowa. So the problem I see here that we're trying to solve is just the security pertaining to the accessibility of Saylorville Dam, with the exterior being freely maneuverable and the interior having a low-level area of security, just for the workings of the people inside. The purpose of this plan will be to show the people of the government and the affected area the need for security on and about the Saylorville Dam. So, a little bit about the area. The demographic for the area Saylor Township Fire Department is a small single-station ambulance and fire service provider. This volunteer service is staffed by 30 members living within the city limits or by having a 10-minute response to the station. 11 apparatus are housed at this department, making for all aspects of life and technical rescue. Saylorville Dam is maintained at 836 foot National Geodetic vertical datum of 1929, holding roughly 24 billion gallons of water at normal operating range, with the ability to fluctuate up to 890 feet. This means that the man-made lake can hold almost 290 billion gallons of water at max capacity. Approximately 641,000 acres of water will be retained at that level. My analysis of the dam is that the lake is a focal point for central Iowa, as residents flock to the lake during the summer months. Residents and non-residents amass at the lake in numbers of 1.3 million a year. This is not only for the water activities, but also hiking, fishing, camping, birding, and biking. Since the completion of the dam in 1977, it is credited with flood control on 6 different occasions, saving an estimated $200 million in taxpayers' money. That does not account for the untold numbers of ongoing effects from the house loss or job loss from the flood events, when in fact the number would easily be higher. With the dam being located only 11 miles away from the capital city, this would destroy the state of Iowa's economic and political infrastructure. With an easy estimate of directly affected cities, an estimated 230,000 people would face effects from flooding, with an untold number more from other portions of the state. So I prioritize the risks and the potential community effects in such a way that would show you how it would affect you directly. The main risk to the dam would be the unrestricted access at all hours of the day. This freedom of maneuver allows for personnel to have free access to all aspects of the dam, lake, and recreation areas. The next risk would be the boat ramps. As there are 6 boat ramps that have access to the lake, these would allow for other means outside of normal road travel to conduct an attack on the dam. Lastly, the 3 access roads for Jeff and 4 campgrounds. This allows for individuals to approach from many sides or avenues to conduct an operation against the dam. With the capability of arriving to the dam via car, boat, or foot, this would allow for a potential risk to the dam's safety, giving the community a reason for alarm when it comes to potential for collapse of the dam's structural stability. As a budgetary requirement for this, I have deemed that due to the nature of the dam being a U.S. Army Corps of Engineer project, a budgetary responsibility would be laid heavily on the government, as the upkeep of the dam is responsibility of the Army. They are already attuned for some security measures, and with the safety of America at its heart, the justification to ask for them to expand security is just an ask away. With a potential for an armed guard shack, safety arm, barriers with LED warning and or CCTV recording and monitoring are but a drop in the bucket for our government to monitor the safety of a soft target. U.S. Army Corps of Engineers being the primary contributors to the financial aid of this campaign. Along with the potential for a barrier, a small fee could be placed for access to cross the bridge as well, garnering support to aid for pay of potential security projects and for the salary of any guards, eventually leading to improvement projects for the lake and recreational aspects. I've also included a diagram here that would show what the potential outcome of a small fee would be for access to the lake. I have that ability to show you at any time now. If you have any questions, I'd be more than willing to take any. And do I have any? Yes, ma'am.
As a community member, how can I expect this project to affect me if it becomes a reality?
Well, as of right now, there's not much for you to expect from this project. If we were to place a small fee for crossing the bridge or maintaining the aspects of being able to conduct recreational activities at the lake and or campground or boat ramps with the accessibility there, you could expect something as small as a 25-cent fee, is what I projected, or up to $1. So that would be for day use, so depending on how many times you use the dam that year, that would come down to you. Does that answer your questions?
Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty, thank you very much. And I will show you this graph I have here now. And that will conclude my presentation. Thank you very much.